platforms or online instant loan platform providers, Credit being the leader, one of the leaders. So what I would like to understand is, given the proliferation of so many fintech players which are operating in the instant loan space, how do you see the market evolving over the next few years? Because if I look at Philippines or some of the other markets like Myanmar, the instant loan provision comes together with the payment platform. Look at Gcash, look at PayMaya or WaveMoney. Whereas in India, these are for various reasons segregated. And we have a lot of players operating in this region. My two questions: how do you differentiate from each other? And B, how do you see that this space evolving over, let's say, next 3 years, 5 years, and so on down the line? As of now, I do not see any players listed in the market also. So would like to know some of your thoughts on this.
Sure. I think that's a pretty interesting question here, and it's also a lot of questions in that one question. So the first thing is, I think, let me tell you this, that whether it is fintech lending or bank lending or NBFC lending, the most important factor for success is, are you able to control your risk? Is your NPAs are under control? And whether your bottom line is kind of green or positive. Let me start with that fundamental stuff. I think we have seen banks going bad when the NPAs are kind of lost. We have seen many NBFCs going bad when the NPAs are not in control. And the similar thing we have been recently noticing a lot, even in the fintech space, where the companies are going bad when the NPAs have gone bad. So this is a very fundamental thing of any lending. I think lending is not a very innovative business. It has been happening for like thousands of years, and the only guys who have kind of established themselves and grown are the ones who are able to control the risk or the risk management. Now let me leave that one bigger thought. It's no different for fintechs. Even whether a payment company does lending or whether any BNPL guys does it or whatsoever it is, I think risk management is the key factor. Now, adding further to that, right, so while you took a reference of, is it a play of a big tech, right, so when you say payments or you talked about the Southeast Asian markets, it's the big techs which has gotten into the lending and probably kind of try to make big in that one. But in India, I think the market itself is so large, and we talked about this underserved market so much. Even today, the bureau penetration with a coverage is roughly about 40% of the Indians. There's a still 60% of the Indians who are not being covered even by the formal banking or the bureau sectors. That means the opportunity is so large that there are hundreds of banks, there are thousands of NBFCs, and there are hundreds of fintechs which could very easily coexist. At this stage, I don't think it's an issue of the TAM, what we call it. So coexistence is very much of possibility, and I don't think it is limited to any specific sector. Yeah.
Thanks, Madhu. So with that, keeping time, we will conclude the session. If there are any questions that you for the panelists, they're available offline for some time. You guys can reach them. Thank you again. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashish, for beautifully